I think that's a challenging thing because my initial fear was, what if it hurts her feelings? What if she thinks I don't want to spend time with her? When that's not the truth. I do want to spend time with her. I just need a minute to myself. I spend so much time here and in front of people that sometimes I just need a recluse.
One of the reasons why you need a me date is because you probably have a core value that is being neglected, not because you're purposely neglecting it, but because your partner and you don't necessarily share that same core value.
Next Level Nation, welcome back to another episode of Next Level University, where we teach you how to level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. We hope you enjoyed our latest episode. It was episode number 1385, You Become What You Say You Are. Today, for episode number 1386, a brave thing to try in your relationships. You can do this in any relationship, but it works really, really well in an intimate relationship if you have a partner. Just quick preface, this is going to be a very short episode because we're running behind and there's a lot going on, but also it's a pretty simple tactic that we're going to give you. We want to do better with giving you tactics. That's why we came up. Jerry Ann helped us name the Next Level Nugget. So I was talking to somebody the other day, and this is a client of mine, and this person said, I'm kind of struggling in my relationship because I feel like we just default to spending time together every night. So I'm at home working, my partner is out working. When they come home, it's kind of like, all right, let's get dinner and let's watch something on Netflix or let's watch a movie. And then that's kind of the end of the night. And he said, I feel like I'm missing a lot of opportunity to kind of be with myself. And I said, well, have you ever thought about doing a me date? And Alan has been doing this. I actually saw Jay Shetty posted about this a while ago. And he said, you have a me date, a we date, and then you have a date with friends. So like if you're going to have 3 dates a week, that type of thing. And I said, have you ever thought of having a me date? Because you have to understand your partner. I know your partner. You've talked about them enough. I understand them. They're not the type of partner who's going to ask for space. And that's okay. It's not a bad thing. I said, at the end of the day, right now, what you're doing is you're advocating for them instead of advocating for yourself. So every time they come home, you're advocating for them because you know they want to spend time with you. And of course, as a couple, you're going to spend time together. I said, what I've been doing recently, kind of following the lead of Alan, is when I get overwhelmed or when it's just been a hectic week or when I just need a break, I'll literally just say, hey, babe, do you mind if I have a me date tonight? I just want to hang out and throw on YouTube and just watch something stupid and just kind of turn my brain off. What are your thoughts on that? And she's always super, super grateful because she isn't as forward as I am when it comes to asking for a me date. That really is, I think that's a challenging thing because my initial fear was, what if it hurts her feelings? What if she thinks I don't want to spend time with her? When that's not the truth. I do want to spend time with her. I just need a minute to myself. I spend so much time here and in front of people that sometimes I just need a recluse. So I understand why it can be a challenging thing. It's scary. You're putting yourself out there. It's vulnerable. You're afraid of hurting your partner, but you don't know. Your partner probably needs the same thing. They probably want some space and maybe they don't have the courage to ask yet. So that is the simple next level nugget for this episode. Come up with me dates, come up with we dates, and then if hanging with friends and family is something that's super important to you, you can also have kind of whatever that is, a we plus date or something.
With Amelia and I, we do Tuesday nights are me dates. And then if for whatever reason we decide to pivot that, then we change it. Mm. And if you need an emergency me date, you can do that as well. One example, she had group coaching that was late. And then you also, so I have it on my peak performance tracker, me time, and I have we time. And then I have TNT time, which is Tucker and Tariel. And it's like a 1, a 0, or a 0.5. And I've been getting a lot of zeros lately on the me date. So now I know, okay, I need a me date probably pretty soon. The other piece of this that I think is more important is your partner doesn't necessarily always love to do the same things you love to do. Mm. So for example, I love movies. I've said that many, many times. Absolutely adore them. And by the way, I actually figured out one of the reasons why. Mm. I was reading the book we're reading in book club, How Emotions Are Made, and it talks about body budget. And what body budget means essentially is feeling pleasant or unpleasant. And what she suggests if you want to be emotionally well is to actually escape for a short time into a novel or a movie. And I never heard this before. And she said it stops you from ruminating on your own problems, and it lets you escape into the story and the narrative and the problems of a character. So, right? It's an escape. But an escape is a bad thing if you're escaping your problems forever. Right? If you're avoiding your problems like perpetually, that's not good. The bugs will take the garden. But I think that's why I fell in love with movies, is because growing up I had all these challenges, and I was overwhelmed by my life and some of the things that I was going through. My stepdad and my mom not getting along, things like that I escaped into movies. And it gave me a release. It got me out of the anxiety zone. It got me out of my own life for a minute, and it got me dreaming of what could be. And I think that there's value to that. So anyways, I love movies. Absolutely adore them. Always have, ever since I was a kid. And Emilia loves them too, but not nearly as much as I do. Oh. She would much rather escape into a great book. And so she has this little section in the corner of our bedroom that she set up really nice for her sort of me dates. And then I have a huge TV. Sometimes I use that. And then other times I use my laptop with my focus cap. I have this focus cap. It's like a hat that has blinders on. And it's just you fully immerse into whatever it is that you're watching.
So group coaching was definitely an experience for me. Getting to know the people was really, really cool. Everybody's kind of moving towards the same goal. And I definitely started to see the value in what Kevin and Alan were presenting to us. PPT for me was something that was really huge. I was looking for a system to help me kind of keep track of the things that I had to do every day to make sure that I was productive. I feel like I got so much value out of it, and I am so grateful that I took the leap and I decided to join.
And so the point that I want to make here is that one of the reasons why you need a me date is because you probably have a core value that is being neglected, not because you're purposely neglecting it, but because your partner and you don't necessarily share that same core value. I don't want to misalign Emilia. Just like you with UFC or fast food or whatever, you don't want to misalign Taryn's diet and get her watching, dudes or girls fight each other and blood and all that. She does enjoy it. She's learned to enjoy it.
Not as much as me, obviously, but yeah.
She's learned to enjoy it, and that's great, but she doesn't want to do that every night.
No.
Right?
Oh, and she would never do it by herself. That's kind of a telltale sign of something that somebody is doing for you. If the person probably wouldn't do it by themselves, odds are you're the magnet to them doing that thing.
That's a great point. Speaking of a tactic, Emilia would watch movies by herself, but not nearly as much. Not nearly as much. And so, yeah, that's what it is. It's the me date is awesome because it's like, I am going to take this time with what I want to do, and I'm not going to worry about anyone else for a goddamn minute. And I say goddamn minute because sometimes in life, right, you've got pets, you've got a house, you've got a partner, you've got listeners, you've got coaching clients. I had one of my clients say they started coaching and they're like, I don't know how you do it, man. I've got 3 clients. I'm losing my mind. I'm like, brother. Now, I want you to take that number and I want you to multiply it by, 15. That is what I'm doing. And if you're losing your mind now, trust me, brother, you're going to want some serious me dates after this. But that's the thing. Kevin and I podcast. We're in front of these cameras. We're constantly in Next Level Nation. We're with team members and community members and clients. And we love that. I would never want that not to be the case. This is the life we designed and we adore it. But I'm not going to lie, man. Sometimes it's like, I do not want to do my hair. I do not want to be in front of a camera. I do not want to see a human. I don't want to see any humans. And that's what a me date is for. When you get to that point where it's like, I just need to be alone, that's when you can take a me date, and you can do it guilt-free because it's a thing and it's good for you.
It's very good for you. Tonight, so we're recording this on a Saturday, and Taryn asked me yesterday, she said, hey, can we clean the house today? And I was like, yeah, sure. She's like, deep clean, do all the laundry, all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And today we're going to do that together. Now, I wouldn't consider that a we date, but it is. She enjoys doing stuff like that together. And then tonight I'm going to watch UFC. So we have leftover homemade pizza, low calorie. You drop your stone.
yeah, I do.
We have leftover homemade pizza that we made last night when Pop came over, and I'm going to eat that and watch UFC tonight. But that's kind of the plan, right? We're going to have a we date productive we date, and then we're both gonna have a me date. And then tomorrow we have
How excited are you for tonight?
12 out of 10 excited.
12 out of 10. I love it.
Then
Literally.
next week then tomorrow we have a we date. So every Sunday we go do family stuff. It's like I wake up, I'll check WhatsApp, I'll move a couple rocks for the business, I'll work out, and then I'm with Taryn for the entire day. So yeah, I think it's just important. It's just important because it's probably not something that ends up happening a lot by accident. You want to be with your person or your family, whatever it is. This works with family too. I said this to somebody recently. I said, when I had roommates in the past, I would do this. I would just say, hey, it's not that I don't want to hang out tonight, but like I'm going to go watch a movie in my bed. I just need to be for a minute. This is something I've been doing for a long period of time, but it does take a level of courage to do it. So I would challenge you all, the next level nugget, obviously figure out a way to vulnerably bring up the desire for me dates and kind of see how it goes.
Because the other person might be like, oh, you don't want to spend time with me. No. It's
yeah.
I just want some time alone. There's a big difference between
and I want
because I
you to
do
have
want to
some
spend
time
time with you. That's actually why this is an issue. I want to spend time with you every day, so we always spend time together, that kind of thing. One last thing, Kev, I know we got to jump.
Quickly.
Okay. For those of you who are out there listening who are not in a relationship, or maybe you're lonely, I have one client who actually struggles to be alone, and she's actually giving me a check mark every day or an X for 5 minutes spending time alone. If you struggle to spend time alone, this is probably something that's really uncomfortable, like the idea of a me date. And then there's the opposite side of the spectrum of maybe you're spending all your time alone and you're super lonely. Yeah. If that's the case, you need a we date. You need a friend date. You need a family date. And so the key here is to drive to 5. If you're only ever in front of the camera or on social media or with other people or with your intimate partner, of course a me date is going to be what you need. But if you're constantly alone, like Kevin used to live in New Hampshire and he was a recluse for weekends at a time where he didn't talk to humans.
I do miss it sometimes.
Really important for you, of course, right? It's really important for you to maybe get out of the house and
see
you know,
humans.
maybe go to see some humans and interact and get some interaction with the world. Yeah,
I would say so. All right, we got to hop because we have a team training in 1 minute. Tomorrow for episode number 1387, the problem might be deeper than you think. I had a really, really big breakthrough with one of my podcast clients last week, so we'll dive into that. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And at NLU, we do not have fans. We have family. We will talk to you all tomorrow.
Enjoy those me dates. Next Level Nation.